Innovative.
Let's go. 2021 podcast. Ladies and gentlemen of the California Trap Trinity, Compton, Long Beach, Los Angeles. Here, man, live from the 33rd compound in the city by the beach, boy. Welcome to Kelly's Finest Radio. That's right.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right. I've been patiently waiting for the track to explode on. You can stun if you want and your ass to get rolled on. Come on, it feels like my flow's been hot for so long.
If you're thinking I'm a
fucking fall off, you're so wrong.
I'm innocent in my head like a baby born dead. Destination heaven. Sitting politic with passengers of 9/11. Yeah,
the Lord's blessings leave me lyrically inclined. Shit, I ain't even gotta try to shine. God's a seamstress to tailor fit in my pain. I got scriptures in my brain. I can spit at your dame straight out the good book. Look, niggas is shook. 50 fear no man, warrior. Swing swords like Conan. Picture me,
pen in hand, write lines, right in the source that wrote it. When I die, they'll read this and say a genius wrote it. I grew up without my pop. Should that make me bitter? I caught cases I copped out. Should that make me a quitter? In this white man's world, I'm similar to a squirrel looking for with a nice butt to get a nut. If I get shot today, my phone will stop ringing again. These industry niggas ain't friends. They know how to pretend. Hey,
we here.
Hey, oh yeah, that's
another song.
We can do this all day.
Oh my God!
Hey,
that's another song.
That's Patiently Waited by Eminem and 50 Cent.
Yeah, you into it like you.
I love this. I love this hip hop
those
shit.
Classics.
Man, hey,
classics.
It's about that time again, man. We right here in the city by the beach, boy. That's right. And this is your boy, the promo king himself. Product 5 stacks and counting. And this is California's Finest Radio. Yeah, I'm digging it, man. Look, West Coast, best kept secret on my mama. No lie. You know what I'm saying? I will bet anybody's girlfriend on that fact. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. All right, man. I feel fantastic today. We have 3 goddesses of their respective industries.
Queens.
It's gonna be dope today, definitely. But first, I want you to introduce yourself, my mans, and let them know exactly who you are. My ace boon, day one dude.
Me.
The number 1 cameraman and your chick's number 1 fan. I'm talking about Respect the Shooter. What's good, bro?
I'm good, brother. How you doing?
Man, I'm fantastic.
I don't want to introduce the guest yet, but how's everybody week so far?
So far, so good.
Everybody's great. Blessings. That's what's up, man. My name is Respect the Shooter. You can find me on Instagram at Ford Boys Films. That's Ford, like the car.
Beep, beep.
Boys with an S, films with an S. But fellas, if you really want to find me, you can find me at hashtag your girlfriend knows my real name.
There it is.
But you can call me Respect the Shooter.
The dynamite. I'm telling you, branding. You feel me?
I'm sorry, Miss Politician.
And naturally, if you want to tap in with me, all of my Promo King adventures, tap in with the website, www.calisfindestradio.com, the greatest, the best, the finest website you will ever come in contact with. Now, let me get to my lovely panel here today, okay? I'm going to start here at the far side. This young lady, she is an activist. I call her the active activist. Every time I see her page, she's somewhere meeting somebody, shaking hands. And let me tell you something. Before you tell them who you are, let me tell you something. George Gascon, you in trouble. Yes. Go ahead, let them know who you are.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for the introduction.
Absolutely.
Yes, I am Emma Rivas, and I am I turned into an activist because of one DA in office, and that's Los Angeles District Attorney George Gascon. And I'm not going to let go of this recall till he's moved out.
Yeah.
He's got to go.
They said it's going to be a photo finish. I seen that article.
Yeah, he put that. This is a photo. But I got bad news for you, George. We've already got we're getting close to 400,000 signatures to get your ass out.
That's a real thing, man. That's a real thing. He better get his stuff together.
George. You ever heard that name? Bye.
Start looking into personal ass, bro. Because I'm telling you, ain't long for
Go back to San Francisco where you came from.
Yeah, I heard that. Absolutely. We're gonna dig a little bit more into some of the issues and those views and where it all began for you. Yes. But let me move to the right side.
She knows somebody gonna see this. That's why she.
No, absolutely. Oh yeah, of course.
I'm gonna stream it to George.
Hey, speaking of being seen, I always love seeing you. You are my favorite artist. I love working with you. I love popping out at your events. You always the energy's always good, and you always having a good time. This is the one, the only, the Haitian Barbie. Ashbash the rapper. How you doing, mama?
I'm finding you.
Good.
You know, you was the first person to interview me in my shop, too.
Really?
Yeah, you was the first person.
Oh, yeah.
Then, you was the first person to interview me in my store. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I go
Because he
to
always
the
talk
big
about you.
Yeah,
Don't
he
stop.
came to my paint and
Yeah.
sit.
He
He
won't
came up
shut
in
up
there
about you.
like he was like somebody daddy had his trench
Oh, you
coat.
stop.
He had
I
his
was just
trench coat.
cool.
He had his trench coat coming up in there, like wallflower and just checking everybody. I'm like, look at him right here.
Yeah, I was just chilling. She got the mic. She was like, "Yeah, look him over standing there." I was like, "Damn, man." She was like,
Nah,
but she had my back though. She's like, "You need anything done? You holler at that man right there." I'm like, "Man, I'm regular."
Yeah, I was
you know?
excited that my paint and sip came out
was a lot
exactly
of
how
fun.
it was. Like, you know, it really was a ratchet and sip. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Nice.
it was, they painted for the first hour. After that, them
was
drinks
turned
kicked
up.
in. It was
Yeah,
a wrap. It
that's
was,
what's up.
you know,
Yeah.
I felt like I bought a little bit of too much stuff for them to paint because everybody painted because they seen everybody else painting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody didn't really too much care about painting.
Oh, yeah.
No, they was there to
When they
drink.
seen the DJ, they don't care about painting.
Oh yeah,
No,
West B.
right.
Shout out DJ West B. She was in the building too.
Yes, for sure.
Absolutely. We gonna definitely get into your career and what you got going on. You're not just
Yes.
a rapper. You have a lot of different things going on too.
Yeah, I do a lot of stuff.
Yeah. So
I kind of want to get into artist development, but
really.
yeah, I do want to do that. Like, you know, because I do style artists. I do ghostwrite for artists. You know, I do talk to artists. I go up to schools and talk to kids at school.
Oh,
too.
nice. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I do that. I do all the continuation schools, though. That's the school I'm aiming
that's
for.
cool.
Like, you know, and then
Yeah.
I go up to Morningside and I talk to the females at Morningside High because I went to that school.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, but as far as everything else,
But we gonna dig into what
yeah,
else
I was
you got
thinking,
going.
yeah, I have to start thinking. Like,
No, it's good. I definitely want to hear about it, but I cannot forget about the public servant, right? Yeah, I don't want to say, but fuck it, the future mayor of Inglewood, Fredricha Dixon.
Yes.
How are you, Miss Dixon?
I'm good. Thank you. Thank you very much for having me on your
Absolutely.
show. I love what you guys do, so I'm excited.
Absolutely,
Thank you,
man.
thank you.
It's good to have y'all. I do this type of thing because, like I was telling you guys before air, I like to bring people on where people can make connections between the guests. Like, you know, like I'll bring artists on, but I also bring an entrepreneur that's in a field that can benefit them as well. So there's always a network and there's always a connection there. You know what I'm saying? So
I know.
it's it's truly a blessing to get all three of you here in the spot. So we always keep our finger on the pulse and we always get results here at Cali's Finest. And that's why we get into a little bit of trap activity. That is where we discuss current events happening here in the trap, which is like us, the Cali trap is
Day-to-day reality.
that's Compton, Long Beach, and Los Angeles. Pretty much that's the Trinity. You know, that's where at the hubs of everything. You know, so but we also talk about what's going on abroad in other places as well. So first, I always like to create awareness because we have to protect our queens out there. You know,
Yes.
our melanated queens and any of our queens of color, or you know what I'm saying. Definitely. So I have to create awareness about on April the 15th, Miss Felicia Johnson. She went missing. She was leaving the strip club. Needed a ride home. She ended up getting in a gentleman's car that she didn't know, and they haven't seen her since. Just recently because they traced her cell service, and they found her phone in a park with actual blood on the phone. So you know our prayers going up to her family. I just wanted to touch on that, create awareness about that. You know, because it is something very important. I want to start with you, Miss Dixon. What do you feel about as far as the safety on the streets here in LA? I mean, what's something that you think is something we can do to make, you know, to kind of turn things around, change the image a little bit in terms of safety for our queens out there?
I mean, it would be great if you're talking about in our community specifically.
Yes.
If our black men
Yes.
actually stood up and protected us and not attempt to turn us into victims or turn us into commodities, then I think that would be very beneficial to us all. I would use as an example, like what we have going on with human trafficking, or
Right.
I know a lot of people don't like to call it human trafficking. Some people say prostitution, but what we have going on here is actually human trafficking. And it's super sad because a lot of those women aren't women. A lot of them are young girls that are out there being pimped and prostituted out. We got to look out for each other first and foremost.
Right.
You know, that would make a world of difference. We can't expect for the government to do it for us. We can't expect for the police to do it for us. We already know how they engage with us in our community. So we need our kings to step up and protect us.
Absolutely. No,
hold on, bro. We just about the human trafficking. We just found out from a Shade Room that the guy from making the band, he was involved in it, and California was one of the places he was sending off girls and taking girls from. What was Chopper? I think it was.
I saw that.
So
that's a mess.
That's
And you know what? I will say this. I believe that a woman can do whatever she wants to do with her body. Whatever she wants to do, and I don't think that it's the government's place to try to control what a woman does with her body. But I think the issue comes in when we have men coming in attempting to pimp out women. All different things start happening when we get to that. And I also don't advocate for like walking down the street prostituting or prostitution at all.
right.
But I think a woman can do whatever she wants to do with her body.
Absolutely. Hey, no, not a problem. Ash, you're an artist, so you know a lot of people out there listen to your music. What's something that you do to kind of like change the tide as far as confidence within our queens? And because that's a lot of stuff you put out is like, you know, like I don't want to be corny and say girl power, but you know what I'm saying, like you really, you know what I mean, empowering, you know what I'm saying, fellow black women. So I mean, what's something that you feel?
But it's not just black women, it's all
There it
Hispanics, everything. I
Absolutely.
have like Mexican fans. It's not just black women.
There
Like,
it
you know,
is.
it's not just about us. It's about both. But at the same time, whatever I rap about, that's just how I feel from the moment. Like, I don't just have a certain way that I rap. Like, you know, like I have my rainy days, my happy days, my get money days, you know, F niggas days. Like, you know, like that's just me. And I want to like go back what you said, something about the females that's like doing prostituting and stuff. I honestly feel like, yes, more so with the men, but it's more so with the female friends too. Because I have little cousins and stuff that talk like that because they friends do it. So I feel like, you know, a lot of people don't want to get a job.
No,
And
right.
a lot of people feel like if they get a job, like people live off social media right now. Like,
Absolutely.
you know, I don't live off social media because I honestly know that, you know, like, if I got to go get a job and work a 9 to 5, that's what I'm going to do till I get to the next level. Like, you know, I feel like people pay attention to, like, Lil Durk, Lil Baby, or, like, famous relationships and be like, oh, this is my standard. Like, you feel me? Like, I feel like a lot of people don't build. I seen a post today that was funny when it was like, dang, stuff's changed because back in the day, it used to be a dude and his homeboy singing at the window to get the girl back, all the other stuff. Now it's just like, you know, females, like, they have too much, like, standards and they not top tier. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody, if a dude came to your window and started singing some Chris Brown, you gonna be like, get your ass away
No, I'm just saying though.
But
But I'm more so saying like the era really changed. You know what I'm saying?
No, it
because
did,
it's
yeah.
like everybody live in social media now. Like,
Right.
I don't live in social media because I can't be like, oh, I need this and I need this up out of you, this and that.
Right.
I gotta build that with you because
Absolutely.
I can't expect you to just give me all your money right then and there. We gotta build. You get what I'm
That's
saying?
real.
People don't want to build. People just see another person's pockets and just be like, oh, he got bread. This
Yeah.
who I'm about to be with, and expect that he about to cash out.
Yeah.
No, just like the sugar daddies. Ain't no sugar daddy don't.
Just-
If you ain't giving no sugar, you ain't getting no
That's-
money.
I'll be trying to tell
like,
them that.
You feel me? And that's still
Hold
baby
on,
prostitution. I don't care what
hold on.
nobody say.
I know women who have had males that do for them and they don't
Yes,
have a
I
sexual
have
You know what I mean?
friends
But
like
yeah, they
that.
probably don't have to have sex, but they probably got to send a
Yeah.
picture of them
Something got
toes,
something.
or they
Something
private.
You gotta
give
Like,
something to
it
get
don't work
something.
like
That's
that.
what I'm
Exactly.
saying.
There's dudes that got a
Men
feet
pay
fetish.
for
They want
time.
pictures of their feet. They want pictures of their private.
That's
Look,
true.
You know,
It's
I
something.
also know escorts. Like I know women of all the different categories, but I know women who have men who do for
Sugar,
them. that
they're
they
sugar
don't.
mamas too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
there is
are
sugar
sugar
mamas.
mamas as well. Like you
Yes, they
said,
are.
yes.
There's a whole lot of them. I
it
know
is sugar mamas.
personally.
Yeah. he probably got one. That's all you know.
Works both
Yeah.
ways.
Now, Emma, I want Emma, I want to know in terms of as an activist. I mean, definitely for you to be fighting for human rights, you definitely have to be fighting for the rights of women
Oh, yes.
as well.
Women are my top a priority. Any
Yes.
woman that gets hurt, I'm like when you just talked about that girl coming out of that dance club, that hurts. I hope to God that you posted it so I can post it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, some of my
and put
stories
it
are-
out there. You know, we got to find her.
No, absolutely.
And if she got hurt, we need to know who did it.
No, absolutely.
We can't allow that kind of. Women should be able to dress just like how
Yes.
beautiful she dressed. How
Yes.
beautiful. And then you got the classy, you know, the old lady look. That's me.
Stop
I'm
it,
cool.
Emma.
I'm cool
Ain't
with
nothing
that.
wrong with
Cut it
that.
out.
You
I'm
good
cool.
stuff.
I'm
Cut it out.
53 and I'm okay with that. You know, I had my time and day. You know, I already did that.
Hey, your,
you know?
your time's still going on, Emma.
Over
You
there,
feel me?
well,
You
they
know what I'm
gotta
saying?
like this new Emma, this
Sure.
new. But women are actually. I always think about them because we are always preyed on. And I work at a job where I'm outnumbered by men.
Yeah.
And I always go covered so that I don't give any attention. I
Right.
don't give any, you know. But the women should be able to dress however they feel and not feel threatened that they will be raped or kidnapped or anything.
That's definite. Back when we were growing up in our era, it was it was guys doing some stuff.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of men that not in public. Men was like, no, you ain't gonna do that. It was men that was gonna step up and fight whoever that was going.
Yes.
And that was just what I grew up around. So that's what we represent. Even the guys that we all have around us.
Yeah.
If
Real
any
tough.
woman is in danger, we didn't been in fights with dudes. We didn't even know because he was just doing stuff to women. So it's definitely a place where, as you were saying, where we have to protect our black women.
And another thing is that parents are the ones that teach the boys what.
Absolutely.
I'm a mother of 4 boys. Oh wow! And let me tell you, there's a 3-second rule. The boys should never look at a woman no more than 3 and move away.
Yeah, if she not
You know?
interested, she ain't interested.
You
but
just
see,
don't-
there's a thing about that though. See, here's my gripe with that though, because you do have a lot of women that it's like, I want him to try for it. He really needs to show me he's really interested. So just a look isn't enough for some women. It's like, because some women will be like, man, I'm not trying to hear it, but they want you to like, yo, hold on, wait, little
But
more,
them
hold on.
are attention seekers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like that,
Someone
they
who
don't get
wants
attention.
Right.
Like, they attention seekers. Or they, how you say attention whores, however you want to say it.
Yeah, that's
No,
what it
because
is.
there's some females that just post certain stuff just because they know it's going to be dudes in their DMs. And I hate when they post, I hate when people in my DM. Girl.
Right.
Posted that picture.
Yeah,
for
Yeah,
them.
would you rather have nobody in your DM? Come on now. Like,
I mean, I'd rather have nobody in my DM because it's like, honestly, I'm getting to the point I just want to focus on my music. So it's like, if you're not DMing me about a feature
It's
or
not,
a
what are we
short,
talking about?
like,
Yeah.
it's not happening.
No, I feel
like,
that.
because everybody it's just getting weird out here. Like, and it's like, if I didn't grow up with you or
Super
personally
weird.
know you, I'm not linking up with you.
I get it.
Or
I get it.
nothing.
Well, you got a lot to protect, all 3 of you guys, because you guys are public figures. People pay attention to what you say. Me being a journalist, us being journalists, we know the power of the voice. You know what I mean? You make people move with your voice. I'm gonna switch gears a little bit. Okay, so if you ladies look behind you here on the screen, this is Van Jones. Now, Van Jones, let me set it up for you. Van Jones is the gentleman that when Joe Biden was elected, he actually cried tears. Because, like, on national television because Trump was getting elected out of office, and that's the guy he wanted. So that being said, I just set it up for you. Go ahead and play that. Let's run that, Cam.
Day-to-day reality for black folks hasn't improved. In fact, because of inflation and other things, gotten worse. And so you're starting to see that disappointment factor set in.
Do you think it will change the voting patterns?
Well, listen, I think that it may well. Also, don't forget, you have had a concerted effort on the part of conservatives to recast the Republican Party as the party of the multiracial working class.
Yeah, so, all right, so just to touch on that, so I want to build off the statement that he made. Do you feel like, I won't just corner it off to black people. We gonna say because black and brown kind of live right next to each other, damn near everywhere. So you feel me? So overall, do you think because Biden was supposed to be the minority candidate, right? Like he was the one that was supposed to, just like Obama was supposed to be for all the people of color. But do you think that he's done enough for us while he's been in office at all?
No. Who thought that Joe Biden was the minority candidate?
Oh, no,
I understand that. I think that most African Americans, especially, we voted down ballot Democrat. We really wanted to get Trump out of office. But then most of us should know who Joe Biden is. He's never been someone who has advocated on our behalf.
Facts.
He's never been someone who has supported us.
Facts.
I think he was one of the authors of the crime bill.
Facts.
He's been who he is for a very long time. He doesn't support reparations, so none of us should have believed that he was going to get in office and do anything for us. I didn't. I knew who he was, and I knew exactly why I was voting, and I knew that he was going to get in office and do nothing.
Right.
If
I won't vote for him again.
no, as far as voting goes, I do believe in the power of voting. But if I don't agree with any of the people, I just don't. I honestly just don't vote. I did vote. I did vote for Barack. Before that, the last person I voted for was Kerry, and then after he didn't win, I gave up.
Don't give up. You can vote for an independent.
You
there are
can,
a lot of independents that got some really good ideas.
It is.
They may not
never
have a
win.
chance to
What
win,
independent wins?
but
That's exactly. But as a culture, as Black culture, we have just and as a Hispanic culture, us as minorities, I should say, we just stop looking towards white people to save us as a community. You know what I'm saying?
God,
The Asians don't look at it. Don't wait for America. Or, the white they don't vote. Asians barely vote
They barely vote
because they have their culture. Armenians, you know what I'm saying? The Jewish people and stuff like that. They have their own community. They circulate their money in their community.
Yeah.
I know you. I don't know how old you guys are, but back in the
53.
early '90s and the '80s. All Crenshaw was all Black-owned businesses.
Yeah, it was.
So that's where everybody Black was shopping at the time.
That's real.
And then little by little, it started getting bought out by different races and stuff like that.
The-
and now, go ahead.
The demographic that you're in is, I would say, like I'm gonna say, I'll go on a limb. I'll say like 17. I say 17 up to like maybe late 20s, close to 30s. Like as far as like your demographic, who really 10 toes down for everything that you're doing. Anybody over that probably you might have to win them over a little bit. But being a figure of the stature that you in, I mean. Is anybody around your demographic talking about politics at all? Like, do they care about that at all?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't vote because I felt like at the end of the day they gonna pick who they want to pick.
Right.
That's just how I feel because that's how I look.
Mm-hmm.
When what's his name? His last name was Sanders. We got the same
Bernie.
last name.
Bernie.
Yeah.
Oh, Bernie.
I voted for Bernie.
I was trying to vote for him, but I noticed he was trying to promote his book, and he was irritating me. I'm like, okay, he worried about this book. He ain't even trying to promote, and you just wasted all this money because campaigns, it comes with a lot of money. And you sat here trying to promote this book, and you could have had a chance to win.
Right.
And then the new president, he just be on the stand looking high. Like, they be asking him, his mouth be open, he just be looking and like.
That nigga's struggling with dementia right now. He is. He's struggling with dementia.
Nah, he high.
You think he high? What you
He high, because his eyes red.
What you think he geeking off of though, ass? I mean, he was
Whatever it is.
Weed, probably
Everything.
coke. I don't know.
Probably Coke. Probably Coke.
I think he come out. It be too much going on for him.
Right.
And then he burnt out because it's like, I just hope he don't start no war with Russia because first off, they got nuclear bombs.
Just like we do. That's real.
Exactly.
We do too, but-
We have it.
But them, while we sleep, they have bombed this whole thing. Like, they is
And think
really
after.
smart.
That's real.
Yeah, so.
We have the biggest military power though in the whole world.
Yeah, but
Nobody wants
we
to
are
fight
bullies.
us.
Exactly.
Yeah, nobody wants
and
to fight us.
I'm not proud of that. But
That's true.
I am, because I don't want nobody picking on us.
Yeah.
You either gonna be the bully or you gonna be bullied. It's just like in school.
What
So
happens?
it's just, as long as you leave me alone.
What happens
That's it.
what happens to the bully eventually though?
Yeah.
People, what if a bunch of, I know when I was coming up, if we had a neighborhood bully, I go get 4 or 5 of the homies and we gonna pack him out.
But too many people.
I'm just saying.
But too many
Same thing
people.
with the
Too
countries,
many
man.
people is receiving money through us, or we owe people debt. So they're not gonna
That's
destroy
true.
us because we
Before they
still
need
owe
that
them
money.
Yeah, they're not gonna do it, bro. So anyway,
Hey,
but
that's
Biden,
what
I
I'm
feel like he used his black.
Who's that, his girlfriend?
Yeah.
No, the black woman.
Kamala.
Kamala
I'm
Harris.
sorry.
Yeah, she ain't done nothing.
No, bro.
What you talking
Biden
about?
done nothing.
He used
She didn't
her
do
to
nothing.
get
Wait
the
a
black
minute, you're
vote.
talking about the vice
of course.
president,
That's
right?
it.
Kamala
I don't even. I don't know how
Harris,
nowadays
That's his
black
little
people are
girlfriend.
still falling for
She is,
everything
and she's
that the
from our
government
state.
pulls. But I don't think that they have a connection. I don't think that they talk every day. I don't
No,
think
not
that
at
they
all.
even communicate
Not
at
at
all.
all.
She just
At
wants
all.
to get in.
That's it. That's it.
She did.
And I feel like a lot of things come from money as well. Like,
Yeah.
Because after if he don't do the 2 terms, he's gonna have
not.
a bag regardless.
Nah, of
I don't
course.
think he's
Yeah.
gonna win again. I
No,
Every
seriously
president
doubt it.
gets Secret Service and a house, bro.
Yeah.
For the
They
rest
get
of
a
their
house
life,
and for
bro.
the rest of their life. Yeah.
That's crazy. And that costs,
And
and
a
guess
check.
who pays for that?
Us.
We do.
Taxpayers.
As the taxpayers. Speaking of money, I want to touch on something that you said actually about that, always looking for that acceptance and always feeling that we have to as black folks or people of color, we have to do something that stands out to the entire world in order to, instead of just focused on our community and the stuff that's going on around us. This is a story right here. I don't know if you guys remember it's a viral meme. The gentlemen they were dancing, they had the coffin on their shoulders, and they were moving the coffin to, as a friend's funeral.
Yeah,
and
I like them.
Yeah, celebrate. Yeah, they were cool, right?
Some people like to go out that way.
So what happened was, no, that was dope. But what ended up happening was they made $1 million by selling that meme as an NFT, and they donate. The first thing they're gonna do is donate $250,000 to a Ukraine charity. Now, what I have, look, charity is dope, but it's an awful lot of charity that you could do in your own country.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? No one's talking about America
Especially
here.
a poor country
At least
like Ghana.
that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So this is an example of that. And I forgot to send it to Cam, but I don't know if you guys saw the story. I was going to segue into the story about Anthony Mackie and Monica at the Country Music Awards. You guys heard about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what happened was they had Anthony Mackie hosting the Country Music Awards. So Monica was in attendance. It was a lot of black people in the audience. So I think the day afterwards there was, I'm not even gonna say his name because he's a fuck dude, so I'm not gonna say his name.
Well, say his
But
name.
it's Hardy something. I don't even remember it because it's that irrelevant. But it's on my page. His name's something Hardy, and he has a podcast or some platform, right? And his what he basically said was, he was like, hey, you guys have hip hop, you guys have basketball. Why don't you guys stay in your own lane? He actually said that. Yeah, he actually said that. And
First of all, we started country music.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say.
Ray Charles was a very, very successful.
There are black people that still do country music.
Yeah, he was an extremely successful country music singer. So my thing is it comes down to pride, right? Like, you know what I'm saying, believing in your people enough to be able to do for your people. So now I segue into this. What is something that you feel right now at the stage you're at, Ms. Dixon? I'm gonna go around the table here, but let me start with you. That you feel that you're already doing. I mean, you'll be in office soon. I'm sure that. But before absolutely. But before you make it in office, what is something you are doing as of right now to make it better in terms of increasing our pride and just being strong as people of color?
Yeah. Well, first and foremost, I try to live my life a certain way. And I hope that my walk and the fact that I do show good character influences younger people. But I'm already advocating on behalf of my community and our people.
Right.
I'm already engaged in our community of Inglewood to fight against corruption. On top of that, one thing that I was talking to her about earlier is like we have so much corruption in Inglewood because we don't have term limits.
Right.
That basically means that anyone who is elected, they can pretty much stay in that position forever if they want.
That's real.
And what we see happen when situations like that occur is the elected officials begin to build relationships with big corporations. The big corporations begin to fund them.
Right.
And then instead of the elected officials being the voice of and making laws on behalf of the people,
right,
they become the voice of and they make laws on behalf of the big corporations that are funding them.
I see.
So one of my projects that I'm working on right now is trying to get an initiative on the ballot that would change the Inglewood City Charter to establish term limits. And that's something that the community does want as well. And then also, I look at it like this. If I'm not duplicating myself, I'm wasting my time.
Right.
So everything that I know how to do, all the knowledge that I have, I want to pass it on. Exactly. We all should be doing that. We all have different skill sets. And it's not for us to keep and try to hoard and try to keep the next generation from coming up and learning it. But yeah, I want to duplicate myself as well. I'm already doing that. And, basically, I look at myself as being fearless. I know a lot of people call me radical, and they say that that's something bad, but I'm like,
no way.
I am being radical for the right reason.
No, absolutely.
To fight
if
for
nothing's
our
changing
people.
by being polite, then you do have to be a little radical. You have to push the envelope because in this day and age, it kind of seems like nobody pays attention unless you're screaming at them, and that's in a figurative sense. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So but no, I love that, and that the term limits, that's something that ties in with what you're doing with George Gascon, because if he had a term limit on DA, he'd be gone by now.
You should only let him be. Well, it
What
was
is it about this man that you don't like?
We haven't voted again yet. For
Okay.
him.
The reason. Let me answer your why.
That's it. Yeah.
I'm a parent to a murdered son.
So sorry.
One individual almost took out 3 of my sons in front of my Torrance home. And I'm going 6 years into my son's trial. One son died in front of my door. My other son survived the shooting, and my other son witnessed the murder. Oh my God. And this DA came in office in 2020 and decided to take 2 enhancements off the table that will affect my case personally. The guy would have got 45 years.
Wow.
But Cascon took 20 years off the sentence. And we have a thing in California now. You only have to serve 80% of your time if you're a murderer.
Yeah.
And that is BS. Try to tell that to the parents that I deal with on a daily basis.
Yeah.
80%.
And it's even smaller than that,
It's
because what a
smaller
lot of
than that.
people don't understand is time served.
Time
That's
served.
through the trial, all that. That's all time served.
I'm already 6 years, and the guy's been sitting in jail 6 years. Those 20 years have been taken off the table. Now we're looking at 12 years. He'll be out.
Damn.
And 12 years from today, I'm still not even retired
Yeah.
from my job.
And you still in
And-
pain, man. Shoot.
And I'll be in pain for the rest of my life.
Right.
I miss my child every day. I'm going to cry. Every day I miss my child. My 2 other sons that witnessed and were part of the shooting have never been the same. They're 29 and 28. They can't function as human beings anymore. I have to be their supporter now. And you're going to be lenient to the guy that murdered my kid?
That ain't
Oh,
cool.
that's the F to the fuck no.
Let's
my
pull
name.
that
I have
story.
to
Can
Why
I
don't you
ask
tell
her
that
a
story?
question
No,
really
go
quick?
for it. Absolutely.
So what do you say to the prison abolitionists?
Who?
The people who believe in the abolishment of prison, who don't believe that we should have a prison system.
Well, good luck on that, because we're going to all have to become lawless, and we're going to all have to become our own law and order. It's going to be a mess.
What is the alternative? I want to know from you, what's the alternative, though? Like, if there's no
I'm
prisons.
not necessarily a prison abolitionist, but from my understanding of what the concept is, it's not to abolish prisons all at once. It is to go into a restorative justice type of framework where the victims actually receive whatever assistance, resources, and support that they need. So like your sons who witnessed it, there will be resources for them so that they can transition out of that state that they're in. And then the person who actually committed the crime,
Right.
instead of us just throwing them in a prison and then locking them up, which we know our prison system does not rehabilitate, it actually provides them with different resources and services that can try to rehabilitate them and then bring them back into our communities so that they could be productive members of our society.
We're us and Mexico are the only countries that don't rehabilitate their prisoners. Other countries have 98%
Yep.
success rates that people don't come back to
know that.
prison.
Because they have a restorative justice
We have
framework.
a 98% rate that they're going to come back.
Yeah,
Right.
and
You know what
because
I'm
our
saying?
prison system makes the powers that be and private entities with a lot of money, money.
That's real. Ash, you were saying before air that I think that one of the ways that we can overturn some of it is working with the children. And you were going to tell people what.
I have a question. When did you start running for mayor? That's what you running for mayor?
My campaign launched November 1st.
All right, because I'm cool with City Hall. I always throw fundraisers and I give back to the community around Christmas and stuff.
Nice.
And I let City Hall come to my store and give out food. And it was his name was Payne. He was running last year. It's
Okay.
something Payne. I forgot his name.
Okay.
He wanted me to vote for him. He came to my store. He knew I was an artist. He gave me all his T-shirts. I didn't wear them, but like no, he gave me all his T-shirts and
No endorsement.
no, I really be at City Hall a lot. Like I do a lot of stuff. Like like for Christmas, me and 211 had gave back. We got expensive toys. 211 had a football player friend. He lent 211 $10,000. We gave out $100 Christmas gift cards last year. We did a lot of stuff. So that's how I was trying to like.
I love what 211 is doing as well. 211 is someone who I highly admire.
I'm his
in the
goddaughter.
community.
Yes, yeah. I give him his
That's
ideas.
dope, and I want him to. Actually, he's already a leader in the community, but I see him as having potential to be a much bigger leader and to have a bigger platform. I see that for him. So I hope that he
Yeah, my
makes that
store's
decision
literally
to
right
go
next
further.
door to his.
Okay,
The
well,
pink store.
I've been there a few times. I will
so
stop by.
Yeah.
And
No, that's what I was
say
saying. 'Cause when
hello.
she was telling me, I'm like, okay, well, I haven't seen her, but
Yeah.
now I know your face.
No, but that's what you guys are here for. Like I told you, man, is every show I like to create the connections between my guests, and now y'all starting to see how you guys all intersect. But I was talking about how you were telling me that you do a lot of work with kids in continuation schools.
Oh yeah,
Let's talk about
because
that.
I was in continuation schools. Like I didn't have to be, but that's where my friends was, and that's where I ended up at. But I honestly like to talk to other kids and stuff like that, and I talk to them like they my friends, because I ask them questions like, okay, okay, you think you hard, so I want to talk to you. Because you can look at somebody and be like, oh, yeah, she
Absolutely.
so and I ask them, like, what do you do? Oh, I'm from this and that. Why you from there? All right, well, what's that's going to get you out of, because I've been in those situations. I got shot before and all that before, so I don't feel like that route is somewhere that I want to be, even though that's where I end up around. But at the same time, it's like now, it's like I look at myself as a businesswoman. I got my store when I was 25. You get me? I'm 28 now. You know what I'm saying? It's like nobody out, the people that I used to hang out with around does what I do, and I love what I do as a person. And I told myself, I'm looking for a new store location. And I was like, if I gotta work another job to build my brand to be bigger, because I want everything to be better. I feel like I want my store to be a lavish store, marble floors, bars. So I want you to walk in. I want the store to sell before you even buy anything. So that's my mind frame. So it's and then I felt like when my social media went down, because I'm at my third Instagram.
Yeah.
My third. So now that I have to rebrand myself, I'm doing everything right. Everything's smarter. Everything is a lesson. I feel like some things happen for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, oh, they haters. They deleted my page. They reported my page. But then, I didn't do nothing for 3 months. And I'm like, you know what? Ain't nobody doing nothing. I'm about to come back.
Yeah, you did get out the way for a minute. I didn't see you.
I got out the way because I was like, all my connections was on my Instagram. But then somebody had to call me, 211 called me, you mad about Instagram? You bigger than Instagram. You been on the radio, you been on TV.
It's a lot of platforms.
Yeah, he was everybody know who you is. Why are you worrying about Instagram? So I'm about to make me a new Instagram. And I have my Instagram going on 2 months now, and I'm at 6,000.
Yeah,
so that's good because it's people that I know that had their platform for a very long time, for 2-4 years, and still at 4,000.
A lot of that shit be capped too.
Yeah.
A lot of them people trust. I do social media analysis, and a lot of those people, a lot of your peers, I'm not gonna throw no names out there, but a lot of your peers.
I'm not paying for nothing.
Cap is
I'm not paying for no views, nothing.
That's what I'm saying.
I want them to come. Because.
That's real.
And then and I just dropped this music video called Rio. I've been sitting on the song for a while. I really love this song. I'm about to push it, get it on the radio.
Is that the one that you sent me on the gram?
That one.
We're gonna debut that at the end of the show. When we finish, they're gonna put it up so that all the viewers will be able to see it.
And I love that song. I really like that song.
Absolutely.
And the thing about the song was when I wrote the song, I was I wasn't furious, I wasn't mad, but I was in my feelings. And I feel like when I'm in my feelings about something, that's the best songs that come out. And as far as me talking to other kids, it made me feel good because I was a kid and I wish that somebody would talk to me. As a kid, because my mom is full-blown Haitian. So when we came out here, it's just work. She housekeeping. My dad, he's from out here. He have a job. So, I was getting everything that I wanted, but I'm around people that don't have no guidance, that steal their clothes, steal their shoes, this and that. I could go home and ask my dad to buy me a pair of shoes. But since these is my friends, I'm following their traits. You get what I'm saying? So I wish somebody did come talk to me and tell me, hey, this is not the route, this is not. I'm in the 9th grade with a face tattoo. First tattoo. My teacher asked me, look,
that's quite a good place to start.
No, that's what I'm saying. My teacher asked me, right? Me and him cool, his name Coach Meekers. Me and him cool to this day. He said, all the places you want to tattoo, you go straight to the face. I'm like, that's my life, this my business, this and this and that. I don't care, this and that. Every day. He said, I'm going to be on your whole 4 years about this.
Right.
So now I'm ready to get a job. I'm like, why I ain't getting no job? So I put flowers over there. They hire me. I'm like, that's crazy. They don't want to hire you for no writing on your face, but you got flowers or stars, whatever they hire you.
Times have changed. What I mean?
Yeah, because now I go in Dollar Tree because my first job was at Dollar Tree. No, my first job was at Foot Locker, but it was a summer program. My real job was at Dollar Tree. You couldn't have no face tattoos, nothing. I have to put makeup over my face and everything.
Right.
Now I walk in there, it's people that got big tattoos on the
piercings
chicken
on their
eye,
face,
and I'm like, I used to get sent home for coming with no makeup. So I ain't gonna lie, I felt the type of way, like, Dr. Tree, y'all got me messed up because.
But you set the tone. But people like you as entertainers. You set the tone and the standard. Now it's more accepted.
Yeah, everything is more
really
accepted.
popular here.
Yeah,
face tattoos.
And then I am gonna vote for you though.
Thank you.
I am. I just want a couple of the parking tickets off.
I don't have no control over that.
Okay. And are you gonna have control about the rent?
Yes, that is actually something.
My
that
landlord, she keep going up 5%. Last year
that's
she
against
went
the
up.
law.
Yeah,
She's
she
not
can't.
supposed to do that.
I don't know.
They can't go up. They can't go up more than 3%.
Even though they're building the stadium.
they building
and
But we
stadium.
have rent control. But the thing is, our rent control is going to expire in 2025.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to create new legislation around that. Yep. But your landlord should not be going up more than 3% every 12 months.
5%.
You should don't pay it. Do not pay it. Don't.
No,
don't
but
pay
it. But like, see, like, when they was saying, with the COVID thing was going on, they was telling everybody, oh, you don't got to pay your rent. I still pay because back pay came.
Yeah.
And my neighbor, they don't stay there no more. He did that, and he was backed up $28,000.
Wow.
I'm like, boy, good and well, you could have paid that $800 or that $900, whatever you was paying.
Hopefully he saved his money and bought a house.
Nah, it was EDD, PPP going on. Ain't nobody saving no money.
There's a pandemic going on.
Yeah, nobody wasn't worried about that. But I felt like that was kind of messed up because they didn't fully explain that. They just said, oh, since it's COVID, you don't have to pay your rent. They never told nobody you have to do back pay. That was never. So a lot of people, when it was time, when they did the little thing and they said, it was a lot of people getting kicked out. A lot of people had to move. But I seen a lot of people on social media looking.
The moratorium is still valid. Nobody should even be leaving their house yet. It doesn't expire until May 1st. So
they around the corner.
I know.
Sure they gonna
pack it up.
True. But the landlord, they could not do an eviction. That's the thing. Landlords will leave letters at your door giving you a 10-day pay or quit. But that doesn't mean anything until they actually go to a court and file an eviction. Right. And then also with the back pay. So the way that it is set up is starting May 1st, the moratorium is, it might have been extended for a couple months.
They did extend
to July,
it,
I believe.
I think
but whenever it's time to pay, you have to pay a certain percentage of your back pay every month.
Yeah, but May 1st is like 2 days.
It is.
But you have to think about it like this with that situation, in terms of the rent control and how it's about to what they do is. But I mean, damn, I was just always taught that you pay if you can, right. you pay what you owe. Some people, everybody wasn't just in a position where they couldn't pay it, because like you said, PPP was going for me, and cats could have put that money to the side and been like, okay, when the storm come through, I'm gonna be ready. I mean, I'm one of those people that did.
They should have kept paying, honestly, though.
Yeah, that's why stop.
Because your landlord is not gonna tell you all that. They just telling you, oh yeah, it's back pay, this and that, because they're getting you in a situation they know that they can't get you out. Yeah. If you already can't pay $1,500, $1,400, $1,300, why would you sit here and let this person tell you don't have to pay rent for the next 12 months? Because it's back pay. You can't stay nowhere for free. I don't care. That's why I hate when people try to slowly move themselves in people's house. You can't you can't live nowhere free.
Just at a mouthful.
No,
that happens.
No, it do.
I keep mail there. You can't kick me out.
No, you
my name on the mail.
You can't even let them put a backpack because they can actually
everything.
have ownership of your house.
Yeah, just like homeless people in the bandits. Like if they stay there longer than some months, the police can't really get them out of here because now they're gonna make them pay rent or pay something because now this is their home.
I got a quick question, bro. Miss Patricia.
Fredricha.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Or
Patricia.
just call me Shay. My friends and family call me Shay.
I ain't gonna call you that because that's somebody else's name I know. So I'm just
I like saying your own name because it makes me feel like foreign or something. Fredricha.
Thank you.
Fredricha pick you up.
I ain't gonna call you. I'm gonna call you. Did you always know you were gonna get into politics? And if you did, how did you keep like your background clean? Like
What?
your Instagram,
Oh my
Facebook.
God.
That's real.
And like I'm just
That's
asking.
hard to do
You
now.
gotta
You
be
could be
friends.
out. You could be not. I'm saying anything. You could be out
Could have
drinking.
did a twerk
You
video
could be-
like
yeah.
12 years ago.
I have that stuff on my social media. So I'm like, I'm still a young woman who
Okay.
has lived a young woman's life.
I got you.
I know I didn't know that I would be here.
Yeah,
I
okay.
actually started off working in entertainment. I wanted, when I was growing up, I wanted to be a singer and I wanted to be an actress.
Okay.
And then I went to college and I studied broadcast journalism. And then I ended up.
That's dope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is dope.
And then I ended up getting into like treatment writing and creating TV shows. And so when I was living in Atlanta for 7 years before I moved here, and I created a talk show and produced the talk show and hosted the talk show. And the talk show is what brought me to LA. A TV network asked me to come here and produce it with them.
Are you
That's how
from
I
here?
got here. I'm from Nashville, Tennessee originally.
Wow,
I've been here for
okay.
10 years.
Okay.
But I say that to say I thought that I would be the next Oprah Winfrey or, you know, the next Wendy Williams, something like that.
You don't want to be like Wendy.
No, don't be
Of course
like
not.
Wendy.
I mean, you know what?
Please don't be
I don't
like
think
Wendy.
you have enough
I mean,
testosterone to be like Wendy Williams.
journalism.
Falling on TV.
Yeah.
Look, she was high when she fell.
But see, yeah, that's the thing. When I was growing up looking up to
was.
journalists, she was a very big journalist, but I had no
Facts,
idea
yeah.
that she was doing drugs to
Yeah.
be there.
You can see her
And that's
nose
what
is
young
all
people
sharp.
don't know. You know, you're
see her
trying to be
nose.
like somebody who has a real drug addiction, but no, that wasn't known to me. So I was actually working as an actress when I found my passion in advocating on behalf of our community.
That is like a total pivot,
Yeah.
though. You go from
I
one to
know.
be in the public eye for one reason, and end up in the public eye for a totally different
Why,
reason.
why Inglewood
Yeah.
though?
Well, I live in Inglewood,
mean, why
so
Inglewood?
I
like that.
exactly.
Let's go
I
try
don't like
it.
that.
Look.
I like that. I'm just saying she's from you from
Well,
Nashville,
I have a
Tennessee,
son.
and everything.
I have
okay.
a son. He'll be 18 in like 2 weeks, and so
That's
when
crazy,
I
and he has a
moved here-
32-year-old mother. That's crazy.
I mean, if you think I'm 32, but
Swing
I
and a
was
miss.
specifically.
I wasn't shooting, but yeah.
Go ahead. I'm
I
free
was
with you.
specifically looking for a community, a diverse community, but more importantly, like a community with Black people to raise my son in. And then I found
Absolutely.
Inglewood. I fell in love with Inglewood. So, yeah, I just, you know, it just seemed right. It felt like my community back home.
Right.
And the community really took me and my son in, you know, so. It's a community that I just fell in love with. So it was
cool.
like a no-brainer. I felt obligated to
Inglewood is a
step
very,
up
very
now.
strong Black community. So
really
yeah, it's
is.
very strong.
It
so
really
yeah, that's the
is.
place to be.
What's it like? Let me ask you, Emma. What's it like to hear? I mean, George Gascon. He's the DA in Los Angeles,
He's
correct?
the
Los
DA
Angeles
of Los
County, though.
Angeles.
In Los Angeles County.
The
so
whole county.
So
he's the
that's.
father of all prosecutors.
Oh, okay. So
900 of them.
So any of those lawyers in Inglewood would have to answer to him if it's big
Yes,
enough.
all his prosecutors.
Okay, so it does. So it directly affects what you got going on. So okay, so here's my next question. I mean, like, first of all, I mean, what's the next step? Like, what when you decide you dealt with that troubling loss, and then you said, okay, I need to do something about it, because a lot of people don't know what to do after they've been done wrong. Much like you said, the eviction thing. A lot of people don't know once you've been done wrong where to go and what to do.
When I got that phone call from my son's attorney, that's prosecuting the guy that murdered my kid, he said, Emma, are you sitting down? And I was like, wow, why would I have to be sitting down? You know, either one or two things is going to happen. I'm going to receive. Either the murderer got the $5 million bail out, and he's out, or they're dropping the murder charges, which no, it was worse than that. He's on a $5 million bail, the guy that murdered my kid. So you got to come up with almost, I think, $307,000 cash. No, nothing else.
10%, right? Yeah.
10% out of $5 million. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
You got to come up with cash, and they got to know where you got the cash from.
Right.
Just not just hand over money. Yeah. So I remember I was sitting there, and I was thinking, 5 years now I've been waiting to get this over with. I'm tired of seeing the guy that murdered my kid. You know how hard it is to see the person.
Absolutely, hell yeah.
If you're not a parent and your child was not murdered, you would never understand my pain.
That.
And for someone to tell me that we're going to rehabilitate someone that killed my kid, I don't think so.
Ain't no forgiveness,
And
big.
there is forgiveness, But I want justice.
There it is. Okay.
I believe I'm a God.
That's
a
a
Christian.
good distinction right there, Emily.
I'm a Christian.
That's a good distinction.
I was born again. I was baptized in a black gospel church.
Right.
And even my pastor said, Emma, you got to have justice.
Yeah.
And the phone call was that they were going to drop the gang enhancement. The guy that murdered my kids is a known gang member.
Wow.
And he was a parolee.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to have a gun. That's 20 years added to 25 years. Murder, first-degree murder in California is only 25 years. Just the standard, and California now reduced it. Now you only serve 80%.
Yeah.
So now we're down now to 18 years.
Right.
So, and I belong to Parents of Murdered Children. I'm a board member there for the LA chapter. I'm a board member in Orange County as a Parent of Murdered Children group and Justice for Murdered Children. And I'm part of the Homicide for Justice. And let me tell you, I've never been in a room where any parent ever say, let's be lenient to the guy that killed my kid or woman that killed my kid. You'll never hear a parent say, oh, let's just give him 8 years. But you know what, everybody I've encountered, throw the key away and leave them there. Where our kids can't be here no more. Our kids can never give us kids or they can never walk this earth. So why should we be lenient towards them?
Right.
I don't have any sympathy for the guy that killed my kid.
Right.
I'm sorry. Even being a Christian, born again Christian, I have no sympathy for murderers.
No.
None at all. No. Okay? And the only one that can really judge me on that is God.
Of course.
Facts.
And anybody else that can criticize me down, in my opinion, I don't give a damn.
No, I understand.
I don't give a damn. I'm in 6 years right now. I miss my kid every day.
Right.
And every parent that I know, and I have a lot of parents. As a matter of fact, we're going to do this is National Crimes Victims' Rights Week. If you've ever been a victim to crime, today's your day to advocate. And I was advocating today at the Long Beach Courthouse.
Okay.
For child abuse, rape, anything.
Long Beach is the place
where
where you
our
gotta
board of
advocate.
supervisors. They'll talk about the Washington D.C. brought up National Pretzel Day.
Oh my God.
But how about
Not
national? We have
yeah.
1 week, one whole week, to advocate for victims. It doesn't matter the crime. It could be murder to child abuse to you got robbed. You're a victim.
Right.
Where are our board of supervisors? Where are our elected officials addressing the victim? Not one time. I've been all week advocating for victims. Not one time has DA Cascon is supposed to advocate for us.
Right.
Not once has he shown his face.
Well, he
He'll
seems
advocate
petty.
for a criminal.
He seems petty because he
No,
know
no,
you
no.
in his ass.
But
So,
he'll
you feel me?
advocate for a criminal.
Right.
He'll advocate for him. I mean, he's homie Cascon. He's earned a name
That's
in
crazy.
jail. You
Homie
never
Cascon.
toast to a DA. The DA is supposed to prosecute.
Yeah.
You could, if he wants to be a defense lawyer, go for it. There's a job for you. Your job is to prosecute criminals.
That's true.
And we're talking. I'm about reform, you guys, but you can't reform pedophiles.
No.
And he's made it very easy for a pedophile not to
That
a
is facts.
pedophile
Wow. Yeah.
not to
That's
register
facts.
as a sex
That's
offender.
crazy.
Are you
That's
okay
facts.
living
Yeah.
next to a sex offender?
Makes
No,
you think.
not with my daughter.
Are you okay with
Hell no.
pedophiles
Hell no. It
serving
makes
no
you-
time
it
and
makes
not
you think.
registering?
Really
Well, that's
makes you
what's
think.
happening with George Cascon.
Is that already in effect?
Yes, he'd already made it a blanket policy.
That, to be honest, it feels like that's something to protect other people. I just leave it at that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because being in the position he's in, he got some powerful friends, and we all know that some of them be into some
as far as
pretty way out
pedophiles
shit.
though,
Yeah.
they,
You
they've
have
been
daughters?
giving them.
You have daughters?
I have, yeah.
I have one
I have
daughter.
daughters, yes.
Are you okay with rapists not serving full terms?
No, I do film and photography, and my daughter told me she wanted to do film and photography, and I promised myself I was going to be in a position to where when she graduated from college, she
help
wasn't
her
going to have
break
to do
into
what
it,
I had
yeah.
to do. You know, be around gang members, and
Yeah,
I've been in crazy
I mean,
situations.
I'm not saying
you know what
all
I'm saying?
gang members are.
No.
bad,
But I
I'm
don't
just
want my
saying
daughter
the
in
ones
there.
that kill, the ones
No,
that
yeah.
kill, they've already took somebody else's kid from
Yeah.
somebody else. You do the crime, you have to pay the debt.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's fact.
You know, it's
Yeah,
just
man.
that simple. You don't want to go to jail, don't do the crime.
Yeah.
It's just that simple.
As far as that
but
goes,
Cascon
you
has
got
made
to-
it a blanket policy that every crime is the same. We cannot put a murder with someone that was smoking weed and got in trouble, or I believe in reform. He did only one thing good. He dropped all the weed enhancement charges. If you had a ticket for smoking weed, he dropped that.
That's kind of under pressure. He's probably under pressure for that anyway. This is California, everybody.
It's about 70,000 people got a free ride, which is I'm cool. I got my little, I won't say because I'm a.
No doubt, no doubt. I just overall.
I little partying too.
I
just
think,
gonna say.
I think overall, I think it's an amazing thing you doing. I got one more thing I want to talk about, but first, let people know what you got going on right now.
Well, right now, tomorrow will be the last day for National Crimes Victims, and that's for everyone. And we're going to be at Ted Watkins Park in L.A. Anybody? Are you familiar? 103rd, I think. Yeah, 103rd. We're going to be there at 9 in the morning from 1. It's a free event for all victims, even if you're not a victim, to come out and support. Okay. We'll have LAPD and the sheriffs. They're going to cook breakfast for everybody.
Nice.
Yeah, so they're going to do a
the
little
LAPD
show.
and the sheriffs?
Yeah. They get along, you believe it or not.
Right.
They get
They're
along.
They going to do the cooking because they know if it was us, that food be getting spit in.
Sheriffs don't like LAPD.
No, but they get along, hon. It's National Crimes Victims' Rights Week. Everybody's got to learn we got to cohabitate.
Asher here snacking and stuff.
But it's from 9 to 1 tomorrow, and it's a free event. Okay. And free breakfast, free shows. There's gonna be a lot going on tomorrow.
What's your Instagram?
Emma Rivas 6969.
Okay.
All right now. What I said? Did I say you? Hey, you said you had your day. I said you still going. You know what I mean? Enjoy yourself.
All right, 6969.
Ash, talk to me. What you got going on at this moment? What you moving on next? You mad because I stopped? Go. What you got going on next? What's going now?
You don't have to wait.
I did that on purpose. Fredricha, come on. Talk to me. What you got going on right now?
So we're actually doing a community bike ride on May 7th called Cycle for Success, and we're trying to promote education, good health, and progress for our community. So the 7th, if anyone wants to ride with us, just email me, Fredricha Dixon for mayor@gmail.com, or hit me up on my Instagram or my website, which is fredrichadixon.com. And then, I'm campaigning every single day. It's like my days just keep rolling into one another, and I am so desperate for sleep right now.
Right.
But yeah, I'm in these streets.
Now, how can people get in touch with you if they need to talk to you?
Social media might be the best way.
Okay. What's
my social media is Miss Shay Dixon, MSSHADIXON, or either Dixon for Mayor. And my website is fredrichadixon.com, and my name is spelled FREDRISHA Dixon, DIXON.
Okay.
Frederick with Sh at the end, basically. So yeah,
that's the way it go. Ash. You ready? You ready for me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So tell me what you got. What's next for you?
I don't even know what's next. I got some stuff in line. I really don't even want to say what I have next, honestly, because I felt like I did a lot of that last year and the year before that. I feel like, for instance, I know this is off topic, but I feel like when I post that I'm shooting a music video, I'm giving my idea. I'm showing them when I'm coming. I don't want to do that no more.
I feel that.
I just feel, I want people to feel like, oh, what is she doing? And boom, I drop something.
Nice.
But I know that I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff out of town. I know I'm making my way towards Atlanta, Texas, Miami. Wow. And I'm getting tapped in with a lot of people in New York, because I feel like Clubhouse is helping me venture off with a lot of people, because I do get in the rooms when it's it be big producers, and they have a room, and they let me up on the stage, and I email them a song, they play my song. It'd be
nice.
400 people in the room.
That's how you do it.
Yeah. So I promote myself as that, but other than that, that's it, really.
I hope we have the opportunity to build a relationship after today and work together.
I'll get your number.
Okay,
and I'll call you. I'm going to call Rodney on me 211 and be like, yeah.
I just want to throw my name out there. If anybody needs film and photography, you guys can hit me up. I got you.
Yes,
100%. First one is free. And if you don't like me after that, say fuck you, and don't work with me no more. But you know what I'm saying?
But I do be picky with people I work with. No, I am very picky because when I started off, 2015, well, I've been rapping since a kid. I didn't take it serious till 2015. So from 2015 to 2018, I always was a yes person. If I didn't like how they mixed it, I'd be like, it's cool. Like, I used to just get irritated, like, it's cool, and I still drop it. I just feel like me being a yes person always be like, oh, it's cool. I'm never going to get nowhere like with that. Like, I got to tell people what I want, what I don't want. Like, you know, and as far as me being a female artist in Inglewood, it's like, it's very difficult because it's like, it's politics and it's just you the only female, so it's like you got to stand your ground. You can't do certain things. So, you know, like a rap career, that's a male dominant sport. Like, it's dangerous too. Facts. You know what I'm saying? So if you want this to be your job full time, you have to deal with the punches. Like, you know, with just random people that don't like you. Yeah. Fake page. I don't care about the fake pages no more. You know, I just talk about their mama. I don't even know what their mama look like. I'm gonna say something about them, block them. Like, you know, people that's gonna like your music, that's not gonna like your music. I don't care because everybody have their own thing. Because it's people that I love Drake. People don't like Drake, so it's like I can't get offended if they don't like my music or not. And then like, you know, like as a female, it's like, you know, I feel like I have an open lane right now. Like as far as me, it's a lot of dope female artists in LA.
Oh yeah.
And like just, you know, out here, period.
Absolutely.
But how my mind is, I was humble too long. And it's okay to be humble.
But not too humble.
I'm not humble no more.
No,
because honestly, I'm not humble no more. Them days is over with. Like, you know, because like the princess laughing. No, for real, I'm not humble no more. I don't care. Like, you know, I'm not trying to say I'm the big bad wolf or nothing, but I feel like this is my playground, though. Like, you feel me?
Ask anybody that look like you don't need to.
No. Look at him. Like, here you go. But what I'm saying is that I just feel like this is my playground. I honestly feel like, and I'm telling you, I feel like I played with myself for so long. Because mind you, I took it serious in 2015. I didn't break through to 2018 when I did Rare Homies. I didn't start getting booked and getting paid for what I wanted was 2020. I charge people $1,000 for features. Yeah. Like, you get me?
As you should.
It took me so long to get to 2020 to demand that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was only charging people $250.
Even though you already knew you was worth that in the beginning.
I already knew that. You get what I'm saying? But I had to start speaking up, and I had to play that part to see who's gonna pay it first. Because people will be like, "Oh, what's the deal? I need you on the song. I need you. You hard. You like the hardest female. I need you." And I'm giving you a feature for $250. You can just pull that right out your ass, and then $250 gonna get spent fast. What I'm gonna do with that?
Yeah, and you can't touch none of that money after you've already got paid.
Then I gotta pay for the studio session to sing your song, back.
That's crazy.
So that $50 or whatever, how much they charge me, that's already $175 in my pocket. What I'm gonna do with that? You know what I'm saying? Then when I give you the song go viral. And this a viral verse for $250. Like, you serious? No, I'm not doing that. So when I start demanding, I have to stop doing shows. I have to stop getting on everybody's song. I have to be more picky who I work with because now I'm making myself very gullible.
I have a question for the future mayor. How do you feel about fentanyl? What do you plan on doing for that? Fentanyl.
The drugs?
Yeah, fentanyl.
I don't have to. Well, so
the city has
a lot of overdoses going on.
I don't think people in Inglewood getting fentanyl though, because everybody want to live. But that's more so like LA, Watts, South Central.
That's up to the so like crime laws.
Oh, okay, no, because they're not speaking about it, but I know in my area, I got involved with drug-induced homicide too. That's why I was just wondering how you felt about it.
So I will say this. I am a recent law school graduate, and thank you.
That's nice.
I definitely am speaking, thank you, speaking into existence, me passing the bar when I sit for it this July. But the experience in law that I have is, I did tell you that I worked for the public defender's office in Inglewood and in Compton. So I love criminal law. But I wouldn't be a prosecutor. I would be a criminal defense attorney. Yeah, that's fine. So in that capacity, no, I don't agree with fentanyl or any type of drug that is harmful.
How do you feel about
But my point is, I would be the person that would be defending
the drug dealer.
Yeah, yeah, because we all have rights, and we all deserve to have our rights represented. and defend it.
Okay, I don't want to get too.
Okay,
deep
no,
into
no,
that.
I just
you
wanted
feel me?
to-
I don't
yeah,
want to
no,
get
no,
that
no,
murky
that's cool.
water because it's like that's a really
But I'm on your side.
murky
I
area
know.
because y'all both want change. So I
no.
want to stick to what you guys
No, but
agree
it
on.
is
You
a
know what I'm
thing-
saying?
But it's a thing that you know what a fake drug is. I don't smoke or
No,
drink.
but I just wanted to let
No,
you guys
but-
know that I am involved with drug-induced homicide.
No, but I'm telling you, like, for anybody, like, if you know somebody that do take pills and stuff, you could just get a bottle of water and you could throw the pill in the water. If the pill dissolves very fast, it's a fake pill. Everybody knows that. That's why, like, I had a friend that she died from a fentanyl pill instantly after she took it.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
That's how strong it was. So some people make it, some people don't. But now when people buy pills from people, they put it in the water, and if it dissolves, oh, it's a fake pill. They call the plug up, start tripping, whatever case may be. Yeah. Or if it don't do that, then they'll pop the pill or whatever. But everybody that's like, well, we know because we young, like, y'all kind of.
Yeah, you got. Yeah, I'm old.
Damn, you got to hit us with that.
That's do you see how educated these ladies are?
No, but I'm very proud of her
Absolutely.
being a college educator. I mean, you're very educated.
Yeah.
I'm
And-
actually a college dropout who got accepted into law school based off of my
That's
activism.
dope. Wow. That's dope.
Yeah.
Kanye, look out, right? College dropout,
Yeah.
baby.
Really?
Yo, we running short on time. Want to ask a quick question. I was gonna run the tape, but I'm just gonna ask the question. You see up there the whole situation with Gayle King and Megan Thee Stallion, right? Okay, so during that interview, she
didn't
asked.
have no tear fall. She was.
Oh, don't do that.
I just
I
wanna
watched
ask
the
y'all,
whole
ask
I
ladies.
watched
She
it
did
too,
have tears.
but she
Yeah,
had
we got
4
time to
different
play that clip
stories.
real quick. Can we do that?
Don't
Okay.
do it.
I don't feel like she's lying, but I feel like she's lying because you gotta think about it. Like, honestly, like, I've been shot before. You can't just get up on do a music video and just dance and all that. Your body sore, everything is gonna be messed up for a very long time. Second of all, you probably don't listen to Tory Lanez. I listened to his whole mixtape. He had a whole mixtape about Megan and told their whole business. They were secret lovers.
Yeah.
And on top of that, you have to understand that Megan's best friend has said on the media, yes, when Megan's get drunk, she do be hostile.
Yep.
Tory
That
Lanez.
doesn't
Okay,
mean
I
she
understand
deserves
that.
to get shot.
But I don't feel like she got shot. What scar does she have on her foot?
Oh, they said, in
What scars?
in the criminal case,
honestly,
she has bullet fragments still in her foot.
Right.
It's from the
Yeah, it's in
ricochet,
her
though.
foot, but
It
she's
don't
on
matter. He
stage.
shot her, and if that bullet hit her, he is fucking liable. Sorry to curse, but he's
Hold on,
liable.
hold on.
Whoever shot
Hold
the
on.
gun, that's called reckless
fucking
endangerment.
Yeah, but
don't
he
get to
probably,
do that.
if he
It
did
is.
shoot the gun, he probably shot it towards her for her to stop. You know,
It don't
one
matter if he shot it in the air.
I don't
if
feel
it
like she
hit
got shot in her
anybody,
foot.
that's still
But y'all
reckless
do know,
endangerment.
God,
Because she have on heels,
I know we
dancing.
got to get out of here. But what y'all do know that they just did a ballistics report on the girl that was there in that car, and they found powder residue
On her hand.
her hand.
Yeah.
Tory Lanez had no
Nothing to do
powder
with it.
residue, gunpowder residue on his hand. And then the girl that was in the car, she made a song too. Like, and she made a song about it, and she was saying, you know who really shot you. So,
But bro, still, who gets shot? And then 2 weeks later, they
That's a
performing,
Oh,
and they
she got shot
in
in the foot. I
heels.
think the
With heels
And
on.
twerking.
With the Megan knees.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Go
the
nobody getting shot
bullet
in the
hit the
foot.
ground and it jumped up and maybe
But she,
Scanned her.
yeah, something like
Because
that.
she didn't get
So
shot
she
in her
was-
foot
No. I don't
physically.
think so,
She
yeah.
got skinned, if anything.
Yeah, no ligament
The
damage.
Didn't
harm
her
was still
story-
done.
The harm
bullet
is still
hit her,
done.
The harm was done.
Yeah, that's
But it
true.
wasn't him though.
That's the legal.
It already came out that it wasn't
That's
him.
the legal standpoint. But I want to make sure, let people know.
Tori,
how to
I'm
get
with
in
you,
touch
bro.
With you again, because lay your contact
no.
out there.
You can find me on my new Instagram. Hopefully, I get my other Instagram back. But everything is Ashbash the Rapper _ You can find me on iTunes, YouTube, Amazon, TikTok, Ashbash the Rapper, Facebook, Ashbash. Just don't hit me up on Facebook. I'm not answering on there. But I just use Facebook strictly for my friends and my close family. But yeah, everything Ashbash the Rapper. Just you could Google me Ashbash the Rapper. Like, so no, for real, I'm on
Shit,
Google.
everybody should know who the hell you are.
I do.
I ain't heard nobody. If I say Ashbash the Rapper, I ain't never heard nobody say I don't know who that is.
Emma,
Never. I've never heard nobody say that.
Okay, Emma. Riva
give me your-
6969.
there it is.
But I'm nobody, you guys. I'm just advocating
that's
for
not
murder
true.
of children.
You were somebody then. You were somebody.
What I just want is people to really understand that we can have a DA with reforms. I'm a big believer in reforms. We need this DA that doesn't give a shit about us to get out of office and get someone who gives a shit.
It's gonna be hard to find that.
And we can do that by removing Cascon. And you guys, anybody can download the petition. It's called Recall DA George Cascon. If you want public safety should matter to everybody.
That's facts. That's facts.
It's just simple.
Yeah.
Our safety is in Cascon's hands by releasing you should see the crime. You've seen the crime out of control.
That's true. That's true.
It was like that before he
George
became.
No, but it's
district
gotten
attorney,
worse. It's
because
gotten
I was
worse.
one of the people who started
Let
the
me
call
tell you,
of
70
getting
people
district
were
attorney
murdered
Jackie
last
Lacey
week.
out.
70 people were murdered last
I
week.
can tell you since he's been
70 people
I can tell you since he's been in office,
Just
and you've never been robbed, and then you got robbed.
That's the truth.
You get what I'm
Didn't get
saying?
robbed because he's in office, though, did you?
But-
I did get robbed in Long Beach, but that was
Still,
But,
we already know how Long Beach is.
did you know the person that robbed you is not going to serve time? You know
Yeah,
that,
that's what I'm
right?
saying. Exactly.
He won. If I find him, he took 2
Okay,
racks
you're
off my neck.
okay.
I'm still not happy about that.
Okay.
But
Allegedly,
No, ain't no
allegedly, we will do something.
No, it's a fact.
It's allegedly.
Miss Dixon, tell them once again how they can get in contact with you, please.
Instagram, Miss
He said what he
Shay
said.
Dixon or Dixon for Mayor. My website is fredrichadixon.com.
Yes, ma'am. I'm pulling for all of y'all,
Thank
and
you.
I'm definitely voting for you when the time
you.
comes. I'm
Thank
buying your album when it comes out.
Yes.
We're gonna debut.
I'm voting for her because I need
Thank
that
you.
written low.
We gonna debut Ash's song. Ash set this song up for us. Well, I'm up first. We gonna do our outros, and then you just let us know what's the name of the song. He's gonna put it on the back end so everybody can take a look at the end of the episode. Okay? So we're gonna do our outros real quick. Go ahead, Shooter.
It's your boy Respect the Shooter. You can find me on Instagram at Ford Boys Films. That's Ford like the car.
BB.
Boys with an S, Films with an S, or you can find me at hashtag Your Girlfriend Knows My Real Name.
Hey, I love it. Boom goes the dynamite. Hey, and you already know what time it is. It's the man with all the heat that turns shit to sugar and makes sugar taste twice as sweet. That's right. The promo king himself. Product 5 stacks and counting. And this has been the greatest.
The greatest.
The best.
The best.
The finest radio you will
finest
ever
radio.
come in contact with. Ash, what's the name of this song?
The song is called Rio, Ashbash the rapper Rio. You can find it on all platforms, and I just literally dropped it 2 days ago.
Hey, man.
100.
Tap in with
Thank
that.
you.
Hey, all of y'all, all our supporters, we love you very much. Love you very much. And we going to keep it climbing. Shout out to Innovative Culture, Cool Ass Cam, DJ Punch, Milk It Media, Sunlit Media, 33rd Compound. Man, we out. West Coast, baby.
Thank you.
I can get up.
Appreciate you.
Yes.
Yeah. Look, you better watch that shit that you preaching. If you say the wrong word, I leave you leaking. I ain't fucking with no drugs, you really tweaking. Beefing with a bitch, I'm really vegan. You bitches off rank, you last season. I can't fight with no bitch that don't amount to me. And you suckers really crying for some company. Got some mood swings, you can't even come and hang with me. You fibbing in your raps, we don't even got no chemistry. You niggas taking booty pictures straight and I be long. And you hoes really tricky, you can't stay long. Ain't no feelings to you niggas, need my pesos. If your ass acting broke, I'ma postpone. You better kill that energy before I make you mellow. Keep my money tight, I put that bitch in a chokehold. Really be myself, that's the motto. Coming different ways, full throttle. My body slim, thick like a model. Since the baby, I've been a dog like a teacup. Ain't no beefing in my songs, I'ma pull up. Make these niggas really jump like a toe touch. Now they all up in my ear like I'm next up. We ain't giving out the plug, I'm showing tough love. They got their hand out, but they ass don't show none. I'm a topic and I'm hot like it's lava. They gon' talk behind your back, cause these bitches out of pocket. That's on Philly since I need high, I've been dreaming about a million. Becoming kinda nice, about to have these bitches feel me. They talking real hard like they ass gon' kill me. Don't let me get the trippin', they gon' yell out, free me. Cause I'm a demon, can I keep these bitches steaming? Don't put up with a nigga, I'm the one to get the leaving. These bitches buy my swag like they ass always teasing. These bitches buy my swag like they ass really teasing. Look, cause I'm a hot girl, I do hot girl shit. If I ever need a bag, then I'm running to the brick. Don't never size me up, I'm a real slim thick. I ain't gotta catch a fade, I'ma go grab my blick. I move different so they think I got an attitude. I hear they talking, I'ma ask they ass, who is you? I'm a savage, I don't know who work as hard as me. Scamming all these niggas, flocking shit and taking property. Look.
Innovative.
Let's go. 2021 podcast. Ladies and gentlemen of the California Trap Trinity, Compton, Long Beach, Los Angeles. Here, man, live from the 33rd Compound in the city by the beach, boy. Welcome to Kelly's Finest Radio. That's right. Man. Yeah.